Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Well, here's one of my daily vlogs. I said I was going to be doing this more consistently, and I'm going to keep my word about it. I'm going to be doing this pretty much most of the week, probably 5 days a week. And then on the weekend, I may share my live stream or upload one of my live streams from, my video game sessions and all that. But I just want to say that in this life, even though I've been through some stuff in my life, I've experienced some things as everyone has. I've been here 41 years, nearly half a century. And I can honestly say I've been blessed. I would just like to say that. I would like to start off by saying that I've been blessed. I think that a lot of you have been blessed, even though there's struggles and there's trials and tribulations that a lot of us go through. A lot of it is just niggling, irritating, dumb, inconvenient, even when it puts us in a spot that makes us very vulnerable. For the most part, I think that we're blessed here in the United States, or at least in the Western world. At least we have been. And so today, I am going to start out today's video, like I say, with a little bit of an unboxing. I talked about the TikTok shop yesterday, and one of the things that I got off the TikTok shop recently is a new keyboard, and it's this little keyboard here. It's like an old school typewriter. I'm going to actually show it on the screen as I talk here, and I'm going to open it now. I don't have it open, but you're probably seeing the footage that I cut in. It's a typewriter style keyboard, as you can see, with the little LCD lights or LED lights that light up in different shapes and varieties. This one actually does more patterns than my current LED keyboard, and the reason that I picked it up is because I like the whole keyboard, the whole, old typewriter aesthetic of it, right? And I have it on my TikTok shop too, which I'm actually gonna probably leave a link in the description for you guys to get to my TikTok from your phone. You won't be able to get to it from the desktop. It won't take you to the shop from here, but you can do it from your phone. But look at that. Ain't that cool? See? Like an old school typewriter. I like it. I thought I was getting brown, but apparently it's black. But that's even better. Honestly, the color I did buy, it said like a brownish color, which I didn't mind. Brown, I think they had like brown and blue. They didn't have blue in stock when I got it. But they sent me a black one, and I like it. It comes with the keyboard, some instructions. It's a keyboard. It's a fucking keyboard. I mean, what else can I say, right? But one of the things that I did see on here that I do like, and this is just from, you probably can't see it because of my fucking light, my lighting situation. My phone is cracked. My phone screen is cracked. So that's why you guys get a lot of blurry, motion when I'm doing my videos. And I'm too cheap to buy another phone. And not that I'm too cheap to buy a phone. It's just that I don't give a fuck if my screen is cracked. It don't bother me. Nobody calls me anyway. So, my phone serves its purpose to film videos, and that's the only reason I would buy a new phone, is for better video quality. But other than that, I mostly just use it to watch TikTok videos and post shit. But right here, the sticker says, "When you support a small business, you're supporting the dream. Thank you. If you loved your order, please leave a review." I never really leave reviews. I wish I could just leave the stars and be on my way. The reason I never leave reviews for nothing that I fucking buy is because they not only do want you to leave the 5 stars, but they want you to write a paragraph, and I just ain't got time for all that. But if the keyboard is dope, let me see. Let me turn it around to myself, see what it's like. Oh, we got a problem. I just noticed it. Look at this. We missing a button here. We are missing the plus button. Now, I don't know if it fell out. Probably fell out. It probably just fell out, and I probably shouldn't have threw the box like that. Let me go ahead and pick it up. But anyway, which I did hear something rattling around in there, and I'm pretty sure it's in here. Probably my shit. Let me see. What? We're literally missing a button? Don't tell me we're missing a button, cuz. Don't tell me we're missing a button, cousin. Because I don't see it in this box. Unless it popped out somewhere. Or whatever. If that's the worst thing that's happening in my day, that I'm missing a button, then like I say. I'm blessed, right? We're blessed. We're blessed people here. But The reason I say this because, one of the things I saw when I got off work today was that, I brought it up yesterday about the whole situation that's going on in the Middle East right now with Israel and Palestine, and the whole Gaza situation. And today I get off work and, here's the button. Here it is, right in my face. Here it is. I found it. Here's the plus. Oh man, I was gonna be like, man, where's my plus button? No, not even the plus button. It's the multiply button. See, whatever. But one of the first things I saw when I got off work today was that there was a hospital bombed in Gaza. A hospital. A fucking hospital was bombed in Gaza. There's no justifying that. And the Israeli people or the Israeli government tried to say that it was Hamas who was launching missiles from around the hospital, and the missile went up and came back down, but then video came out and that ain't what that looked like. So a lot of people are saying, this is obviously genocide. You can't, there's rules of war, ladies and gentlemen. There's even rules to the streets, okay? You don't shoot into, like, let's say I'm a gang member and I know you my op, you my enemy, but you in a house full of kids. I'm not gonna shoot up your house with your mama and your kids and all them other motherfuckers in there while you in there. I'm not gonna do that, right? Because there's some honor to that. I don't wanna hit none of these kids because you a fucking goofy, right? The same thing goes in acts of war, right? The reason that certain organizations use human shields in the first place is because there's rules to war, right? They'll use human shields, and when I say this is what happened in this situation, that's what the Israeli government is trying to say. They're trying to say Hamas was using these people as human shields and firing from the hospital. You know what? Honestly, I've seen enough footage from people on, in Israel and from the Israeli streets saying how they really feel about the people in Palestine and how they want them eradicated and all this. Y'all can't lie to me and say that they was fucking shooting missiles. And plus, like I say, videos everywhere. All of these dead people, over 500 dead Palestinians in the streets, right? And yet it's supposed to be, we're supposed to stand 100% with Israel, or else we're censored. That's just how it works. That's where it goes down. You go on a place like Yahoo or any like real mainstream site, MSN, CNN, they try to spin a lot of these things as tit for tat. There's no tit for tat for bombing a fucking hospital. There's no moral authority that you can stand on once you start bombing a fucking hospital. There's just none. You could try to justify however you want. You could try to say, oh well, they did this. There's never in this life a justification for bombing a hospital. It just ain't. And I start that video off to say, I'm in a privileged situation in this life to where I can sit here and buy toys and that's what I do. I don't have shit else to do, right? I don't have a car note or insurance or anything like that to pay on, right? As far as for myself, I can spoil myself with goofy shit, right? I can get on TikTok shop and or just get on social media and be goofy and for the most part, in the 41 years of my life, I've never had to worry about me being bombed up, especially if I'm in a hospital or something like that. I've had to worry about other things being here in America as a black man. That happens. But for the most part, I have never had to worry about my kids being, firebombed or having white phosphorus dropped on them to where they could burst into flames at any moment because, some government entity deems that they're subhuman. I just don't like what I'm seeing. And there's a lady I work with. If some of you guys know I'm a waiter. I do some waiting. And there's a lady I work with. She's a very nice lady for the most part. But there's this brainwashing in a lot of older Americans, especially white people, that is just pro-Israel regardless of anything. So she tried to come at me because we usually get on the whole political thing. And she was like, I'm so disappointed with Americans right now because of, their support for Palestine and stuff. And I'm like, I'm proud of Americans. I'm proud that Americans are waking up and saying, no, this ain't right. We, the people, don't support this bullshit. The United States corporation supports any type of fuckery because they commit genocide all the fucking time. They don't give a fuck. They committed genocide here. They wrote the book on how to commit genocide and ethnic cleansing and apartheid. They wrote the book on that. You think I'm lying? Who do you think the Nazis got it from? The Nazis studied the way the Americans did us, black people, as slaves, how they subjugated us and how they kept us, segregated and fucked up for all these years, for damn near, at this point, over 2 centuries. And then they also studied how they did the Native Americans and how they marched them across the Trail of Tears and just fucked them over. You think I'm lying? America wrote the book on genocide. So when our government sits there and says, oh, we support Israel 100%, and we pretty much, by proxy supports ethnic cleansing, because they do, it ain't surprising to me. Our politicians don't speak for us anyway, because for the most part of us, most of us don't want none of our money going nowhere to do nothing but help here. That's what most of us want. You can call us isolationists or whatever the fuck you want to call us, but for most of us, we'll never see these shores. I never go to Israel. I never go to Palestine. I know they want to escalate war, so they have to draft people to where they send people over there against their will and all that. But I'm not participating in that shit, regardless of whatever the fuck they do. They can do whatever the fuck they want to do. They could draft whoever they write my name on whatever fucking piece of paper they think they can write my name on, and I will fight them to the fucking death. I will. I'm not going over there fighting a war for these people ever. Not in this life. Y'all catch me in the next cycle, but in this life, no. Fuck you. Because I was there with the after 9/11 with the fever and everybody saying we're going to Iraq. I was there. I was in basic training when we go in Iraq. We're gonna do this. We're gonna avenge America. We're gonna avenge America from what? What did Iraq do to America during 9/11? Not a goddamn thing. But yeah, we went over there. We destabilized those people. We killed over 1 million civilians. We fucked them over. We introduced new terrorist organizations like ISIS and fucking Al Qaeda into that element where Saddam had that shit in check for a minute. We created a power vacuum there that fucked those people over. And then we set up these mock fucking elections hoping to install puppets over there so that the fucking colonizers that run the West can continue to enrich themselves. That's what happened. That's what the Arab Spring was about. That's what it continues to be about. Perpetual war. This whole war with Israel, and a lot of reasons that a lot of these evangelical Christian people align with Israel so much is because it aligns with their biblical prophecy, right? Oh, if Israel does this and these people return here and we're closer to Jesus. And a lot of fucking Christians don't get it, bro. They just don't get it. They literally are waiting for this physical manifestation of Jesus to return, not understanding what Jesus or Yahshua, whatever the fuck you want to call your Messiah, what the teachings are about. Jesus is not going to manifest as a physical person to save you. Jesus exists in your heart, dummies. That's why you get saved and let him into your life. That's why you're supposed to exude Christianity to the world and what the Spirit of Christ is. When he says he died for your sins, where he put himself on the cross, meant he was willing to endure anything for humanity, anything even for the people who put him on the cross, anything for them. That's what that's about. And that you're supposed to take that in and understand that for you. And if more and more people do that, guess what? The world changes. Jesus returns. Yay, Jesus, because everybody's looking out for each other. Not sitting up here trying to justify genocide in the Middle East because you don't identify with those people. A hospital being bombed and 500 people dying is unacceptable. I don't give a fuck what we talking about. Children being destroyed and with munitions is trash. Just like I'm outraged when I see in the hood a stray bullet kill a baby because some fucking ignorant nigga wants to get his ops. I feel the same way here about bombs, but this is deliberate. This is not an accident. They purposely bombed that hospital. But the PR right now is like, oh my God, everything's going bad. But whatever. I'm gonna get off of this because I can only say so much on here, and y'all know that. Y'all know why. Because Zionism it runs the West. Let's just be what it is. That's why they canceled Kanye last year. And you got to take in mind that there's a lot of Jewish people speaking out against Israel, okay? And Zionism. And they're comparing this shit to the Holocaust. They are, the Jewish people. Real Jewish people saying, no, this don't represent us. We don't do this. This ain't what we're about. This is Zionist nonsense. This ain't got shit to do with us. But let me be careful with what I say, because when you speak on certain things, certain things start to manifest in your life due to the spells and incantations that are out there when you bad talk certain things. So I must be careful. But we're living in a new age where truth is coming out. is being exposed. The spirit of what the West really is ain't about spreading justice. It never has been. It's never been about spreading peace across the world. It never has been. It's been about spreading evil, capitalism, and you got people here that worship capitalism until their undoing, right? I say that because they'll say capitalism should be unfettered. It should be but the reason that the politicians and the people are able to take lobbyist money and continue to fuck us over consistently is because capitalism is unchecked. Think about it. If I'm a senator and I'm able to take lobbyist money from, let's say, Israel, and then invest that money into a company and then write a bill that's going to help me profit from that company with no repercussions, that's unchecked capitalism. Do y'all not understand that? Which is why many of you are being fucked as we speak. But yet y'all are sitting and listen to the fucking Wall Street people and the D's and the R's that are always telling y'all why these things are important, and y'all take that and y'all internalize it and y'all make it into this personal, this part of your personal fucking identity. I'm a capitalist. I'm American. Never against capitalism. There never socialism in this country, but we have socialism in this country. We have social systems. We have medical. We have police. We have fire. And y'all rah them niggas, and them the motherfuckers are gonna be the ones kicking in your door. I'm talking about the police. So it is what it is. It's a contradiction all around. It is what it is. I pray for the people in the Middle East. I pray for the people over there in Gaza and Palestine. I pray for the people of Israel who are against this nonsense, who don't want to fight this. I pray for the people of Israel who were victims of the terrorist actions of Hamas. I pray that regular people don't have to die because tyrants and despots want to continue to maintain power in this world ruled by demonic forces. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know, I wouldn't say that you enjoyed this video, but I enjoy putting it out, and I'll be doing this, like I said, on a daily basis. I had a great day at work today, and I wanted to get home. And you know what? I just realized this motherfucker's cracked. You know, as I'm sitting here talking, look at this. This is cracked. That's cracked, brother. Let me see if y'all can see that. I'm about to send this bitch back. Because I'm gonna do a commercial with this thing. Because I'm up here selling this thing on my store. So I probably am gonna do a review. But this bitch is cracked. I just took it out the box, it's cracked. So it better work. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, bye-bye.